Hello, dear students of Standard 8th. How are you all? Hope you are all fine and doing so well, doing your homework well, learning all the words, hard words, then chapter, everything you are learning well. And I think the concept of the chapter is clear in your mind that we learned last, and that was through Grandpa's eyes. Fine. It is a very beautiful chapter, and we learned it very well, along with all kinds of difficult words, all kinds of concepts that is clear in your mind. What is the theme? What is the story of the chapter? Then what message you are getting from the chapter, right? Everything you learned very well. Okay, students. So as usual, after completing the chapter, we are discussing the question answers, right? Okay. Now let me first revise the summary of the chapter, and after that we are starting all the question answers, right? So in this chapter, there is a story of grandpa and grandson, right? So grandpa is visually impaired. That means he is a blind man, and how he manages all the daily routine himself. That is a very good thing. That is the best thing that we are learning from this chapter. That we are the normal people, but they are better than us. They see the world in better way as we see, right? Secondly, they are so independent that they can do all kinds of works themselves. So in this chapter, grandpa is blind, but he manages all the things, all the household things, all the daily routine himself in such a way that grandson is also astonished looking at him, how grandpa watches everything through his uh, uh, mental eyes, right? So he also wants to keep his eyes closed, and by closing his eyes, he wants to recognize the voices of birds, voice of Nana, that means his grandma, right? The guessing game is a favorite game for grandpa, right? He guesses everything and tells to his grandson that he is quite having the understanding of surroundings without seeing anything, right? He also plays music and musical notes without seeing in the musical sheet, but grandson has to is to keep the stand in front of him along with the musical sheet, right? So he copies from that sheet, but grandpa is having the musical notes on his fingers, in his fingers. Now the way he plays his cello is the amazing, right? So all these things are there in the chapter. While moving out in the garden, how grandpa says about the singing of the birds, and he gives the names by guessing their voices, and how amazingly he guesses everything and tells to his grandson, right? So this is the story of grandpa and grandson, and grandson wants to see through grandpa's eyes that how grandpa is managing everything in his life. So it is a very inspiring story that the people who are physically impaired, that visually impaired, and they have they have some lacking of physical senses, so how they are managing, that is a great thing that we can learn in this chapter. Now dear students, we are discussing about the question answers. Look at the questions and I'll give you the answers better, and after that I'll send you the image, and through that you only just get idea out of that, right? But some of the points I have given you in the answers, and you will get the image, but you have to write yourself, because I have given only idea of the answers, but you have to expand the answer and write it yourself. Fine. Okay. Now listen, look at the first question, beta. How does the morning begin differently for John and Grandpa? Right? So, how does the morning begins for Grandpa and for John? That is the question. Okay. The answer you can write in this way. The morning begins differently for John and Grandpa. In the morning, John wakes up when sun rays enter his eyes through the window. Right? And Grandpa wakes up by feeling the warmth of the sun. Right? I'm repeating. The morning begins differently for John and Grandpa. So in the morning, John wakes up when sun rays enter his eyes through the window, and Grandpa wakes up by feeling the warmth of the sun. Right? This is the first question. First answer of the question. Now look at the second question. How does Grandpa know where Nana is? What could John not hear before he closed his eyes? Right? So, in the morning, Nana was preparing breakfast, you all know. Right? So, how does Grandpa know? Right? And what could John not hear before he closed his eyes? Right? So, the answer would be there were the noises of banging of pots and running of water. Listening this in the early morning, Grandpa knew that Nana was in the kitchen, right? So John could not hear this sound with his eyes opened. But when he closed his eyes, he listened all those noises that his grandpa did, right? I'm repeating. There were the noises of banging of pots and running of water. Listening this in the early morning, Grandpa knew that Nana was in the kitchen. John could not hear this sound with his eyes opened, but when he closed his eyes and listened all these noises that his grandpa did. Right? Okay. Now, third question. What does John protest about? Protest, that is complained. What does John protest about? Why does he do so? Right? Why does he complain? Okay. Uh, when Grandpa smells the flowers of marigolds perfectly, John protests how he tells it so perfectly. This question arises in his mind because all kinds of smells mixes up in the air, and it is difficult to say about particular one kind of smell. That means all kinds of smell mixes up in the air, and at that time it is very difficult to recognize particular smell. So because of that, uh, John complained about it, that how can grandpa does this, how he smells all these things, right? Okay. Now question 4. uh, why is grandpa's plate of food arranged like a clock? Right? As you know that grandpa arranges his plate as the clock is arranged, as the number of clock is arranged in the on the dial, right? So you can give the answer in this way. John's grandpa is blind, but he leads a normal and happy life. He does not need pity or help. He is quite independent, so he manages all the eatables in the plate clockwise, so that he can recognize the things and can eat according to his choice, right? So this can be the answer. Fine. Okay, students, I am repeating it. John's grandpa is blind, but he leads a normal and happy life. He does not need pity or help. He is quite independent, right? So he arranges all the tables in the plate clockwise, so that he can recognize the things and can eat according to his choice or according to his wish. Fine. Okay. Now we are turning towards fifth question. How does John learn to play music? How does grandpa play new pieces of music? Right? As I explained, you know that grandpa takes his cello and plays music himself, right? He does not need any kind of sheet in front of him. but grandson keeps a sheet and a stand in front of him, looking at that he plays his cello, right? So let me give you the answer. Through though grandpa has a visual impairment, he has musical notes on his fingertips, right? With his closed eyes, he tunes his cello perfectly. John learns from him by keeping stand and music sheets in front of him. He listens to the musical pieces played by his grandson, and this way, by listening, he learns new pieces of music too. Right? Actually, he learns himself. He plays music himself. But when he wants to learn the new pieces, he learns it from grandson, and like this way, he learns new music pieces. Right? Okay, now question 6. How did John and his grandfather spend their time between breakfast and supper? Right? After breakfast, where does they go? What does they listen? What do they do? Right? That we have to give an answer. Right? So, I'm speaking the answer of question 6. Okay. Grandfather and grandson go through the dining room to the living room, right? And to the window that he opens to feel weather outside, right? Grandpa goes to his cello in the corner, then they play music. Later they walk outside through the front yard and across the field to the river. They come to the river bank and listen to the birds singing and play guessing games, right? So that was the thing they were doing, right? And grandpa is perfect in giving the answers, right? And he gives the answer in such a way that he is able to see the birds, right? But when the birds fly in the sky, then the bird sing in their voice, and grandpa catches the voices of the birds and he perfectly recognizes which bird is that, right? So that they were doing after breakfast and between breakfast and supper. Now better, question number 7. What is the question? What does John test? Why did he do this? What does he find out? Right now, what does he test? That whatever grandpa guesses about Nana, is it true? Can grandpa feel the smile of grandma, of Nana? Right? This you have to write in your answer. Okay. Now this answer. Grandpa always says Nana's voice smiles to him. Right? So grandson tests it. He wants to test it. He did this because by keeping his eyes open, he is unable to feel this as his grandpa feels. He finds at last that grandpa is really true, and Nana's voice smiles at him, that he feels when he looks through grandpa's eyes. So this is the perfect answer of this question. So dear students, this was a small video of discussion of the question answers. Okay, after that beta, I'll send you this image also, and you will have to find the answers of this question 1b. Fine. So you will find the sentences and you will complete this all the sentences yourself, right? That I'll send you in image along with the question answers. Fine. Okay, beta. Now, rest of the questions we can discuss afterwards. And you see, after that, see some of the questions are there in this. You can also try these questions yourself, right? So in this I'll not answer it because here it is written think and answer. That means you have to answer these questions yourself. Fine. Okay, beta. Now here I'm completing this because I have to discuss the question answers with you, and you will have to write beta it yourself. Fine. Okay. Bye bye.